Artemus Toast here, and time for the Wednesday upload. Today is I'm finally gonna do that Far Cry 5 review. I've been playing the game for I guess about a week now. You know, uh, well, first off, this is the first Far Cry game I've played. I've never played any of the previous games, so I really, I guess, didn't know what to expect. You know, uh, and I'll get right to it. Like I said, I've been playing for about a week now. You know, usually at night, maybe just a couple hours. I'm doing the single player kind of campaign. I honestly don't have time to look at the online features or play online for a couple reasons. One, I don't like being obligated, to, I don't know if it's missions or what have you, and, I don't want to be that guy that, has to abort the mission, early because I have something else to do. You know, so that's why I usually don't play online very often. Sometimes, GTA 5, but sometimes Madden, but not very often. And another thing is my PlayStation, I guess, online thingy payment that you have to pay, it just lapsed, and I gotta be honest, I really don't take advantage of any of the features. I usually don't download the free games, and once again, I very seldom play online. So getting back to Far Cry 5, doing the single player campaign, been playing, I'd say I'm roughly maybe 10, 12 hours, into playing. The gameplay mechanics are, they're not bad, I like GTA 5's better. I like Fallout, 4's better. And I think that's another problem. In the past I've reviewed, I think I did, well, I know for a fact I reviewed Mafia 3, and I gotta be honest, like the way this game is set up, in the way you navigate the map and the way the map looks, reminds me a lot of, Mafia 3. I think I reviewed the Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, maybe not, but it's reminiscent. Far Cry 5 is, reminds me of that game as well, just with the monotony. You know, uh, after reviewing it, after playing it, I'm not a big fan. I'm gonna finish the game, and I'll update my review if it blows my mind. But overall, I mean, the graphics are great. There's some neat things you could do. Full disclosure, I haven't fished or hunted animals in the game yet. I've just been trying to play some of the story missions. You know, Once again, very monotonous. There's not very much, the NPC characters, there's not, it's once again repetitive. I'm sorry for sounding repetitive by saying repetitive so much, but I mean, it is, the waves of the enemies, it's too predictable a pattern to it. The players that, once again, the NPCs that you interact with, kind of bland. Really, 10, 12 hours into it, there's not much of a story. I mean, there's a background story that, but as far as, development of the characters, nada. Once again, I'm kind of early in the game, but, if a game hasn't, piqued my interest or caught my eye by now, like this game hasn't. I'm just finishing it because I paid for it. That's about it. You know, so the money didn't go to waste. Once again, you know, maybe I set the bar too high. You know, I really like Bethesda games and Rockstar games, and you know, I like their character development, and I like the way their missions and map, you know, the way things unfold. You know, maybe being used to that, you know, kind of set that as my bar, and you know, games like Mafia 3 and you know, Far Cry 5. You know, they're kind of not living up to my expectations, or you know, I guess what I'm used to. But long story short, you know, I got to be honest. Like, I'd wait for this one to go to the bargain bin, and I have a feeling that it'll make its way there sooner rather than later. In my opinion, it's not a $60 game; it's a $20 game. You know, but you know, that's in my humble opinion. Artemus Toast out.